What is up, Nerf Nation? I'm Naptown Nerf, and this is Naptown Nerf Thrifting, episode 18. Welcome. I have a lot of really cool blasters to show you guys this month. These are all my finds for October 2017, and I know I'm a little late getting this video up, but been on vacation and life's just been a little crazy. But nevertheless, let's jump right in, because I have some really cool blasters to show you. One of them, the brand new Modulus Regulator. Someone sold this to me for $20 from Facebook Marketplace, which is a pretty cool find. It even came with a Retaliator foregrip, which actually is a pretty nice addition, I might say, to this blaster. I think that's pretty useful there, and pretty awesome find. I mean, this is a pretty cool blaster. I really need to get around to modding my other one, and maybe I'll even mod a second one now. But definitely an awesome find, and I'm really excited to have a second one in my collection. Alright, the next two blasters I found at a Goodwill outlet, but I didn't find them in the normal way where you have to, go through all the big bins they bring out and find them in there. They actually had these put into the glass case, which you will see it often at all Goodwills. And usually they have things that they put in there priced really high, but I found both of these for $10. First of which is the Nerf Elite Rapid Strike. It is missing the battery door and has some gunk right here, but all in all in pretty darn good shape. Definitely could be used to make a rapid pistol, but if I wanted to sand this down and paint it, it would be fine. So, I mean, it's really actually in pretty decent shape considering where it came from, and pretty surprised to see it, and that's probably why it got put into the glass case. But it also came with the 18-round mag there that's clear, and so that was a pretty cool get. Also, with that blaster came this whiteout long strike. Now, it is missing a few parts, but all in all, it's a pretty awesome find. This one's actually in pretty darn good shape. Unfortunately, it was missing the stock and the barrel attachment, but it also came with a banana mag, so you can't really complain too much when you get both of those blasters for $10. I mean, this by itself right here probably could sell for around $50 or even more, so that's a pretty cool find, and I was pretty excited when I found this. So let's move on. Got this guy for $1. I think it was half price. I have a ton of these, and I probably wouldn't have picked it up except it was $1, and I was like, well, I guess I can use it for parts. So yeah, that's why I grabbed this guy. But the Nitron's a pretty awesome blaster. I just have quite a few of them, and they do take up quite a bit of space, and that is something I'm running out of. So nevertheless, I thought it was worth it for $1, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I grabbed this Tech Target also. Pretty cool find. Actually, I have not found this version of Tech Target before, which is kind of funny because I found a bunch of the other ones, but nevertheless, it was $2, so I felt like since I didn't have one, it was worth that, and definitely not a terrible price. I don't know if it works or not. Doesn't seem to have batteries in it, or at least they're dead. Hopefully it works, but neat find for the collection. I also grabbed this broken Doominator, missing 2 of the barrels, but definitely can be used for parts. It's also missing the priming handle there, unfortunately, but nevertheless, I thought it was a decent get for $1. You can't really beat that, so probably could use that for some sort of integration, or at least the barrels for something. So yeah, pretty cool. Before I move on, I just want to give a huge shout out to my girlfriend Jill, because she thrifted actually pretty much everything else here. I'm not sure exactly what else is in here, but she found most of these things. Somebody was definitely a huge collector of stored air blasters, because 90% of the blasters in here are stored air. And so if you don't know what stored air is, something that Nerf hasn't done for quite a while actually, but you basically have something that pumps up a bladder or a tank, and then you pull the trigger to release that air. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what we got. I got 1 big salvo, 2 big salvo, 3 big salvos. And this is not a Nerf blaster. This is a Leonard blaster, but it's pretty darn cool. It actually has 4 separate tanks in it, and you basically pump it up like this, and then you can shoot off 4 separately or 4 all at the same time if you pull the trigger really fast. It is a little bit difficult to single shot each tank, but definitely a cool blaster and pretty awesome. I found 3 of those. Jill actually found 2. I found the other one. 2 of them were $5, and I think the other one was $3. So pretty awesome finds there. And I've never thrifted one before, and I thrifted 3 this month. It's just kind of crazy. So, all right, I wanted to show you guys a few of these blasters firing. So we'll go ahead and start with a big salvo. I think they're worth showing. They're pretty awesome blasters, and I should have had missiles with me when I did the video to begin with, but better late than never. So here we go. I'm going to actually come over here and shoot them this way. Pretty awesome. I actually found this blaster. This is some sort of spy gear blaster. I've never seen it before, but it's definitely got a tank in there. There it goes. So it definitely has a back pressure tank. Pretty cool, but I don't know the name of it. I don't know if it has a name, but definitely a neat find. I really don't know what the tank looks like inside. I'm sure I'll probably be taking this apart and seeing what's inside of there, because that's a pretty neat little blaster. Looks kind of cool too. Alright, I wanted to show you guys this thing firing because it's super awesome. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy off. It packs a punch. That thing's got some pop. Alright, next up, I found this Hornet. It was also $3. And it came with the one big salvo I found. Same stop. So it works just fine. Definitely a good blaster for parts. It's got a pretty awesome pump in there. So I decided to go ahead and grab it. I believe I paid the full $3, but it may have been half price too, actually. I'm not real sure. Alright, so next, these are also Hornets. 1 green Hulk Hornet. 2 green Hulk Hornet, 3 green Hulk Hornets. So pretty awesome. They were each $5, which is a little steep for me. But actually Jill found these, and you just hardly ever find the green Hulk Hornet, and these are in really good shape. Like, amazing shape. There's a lot of the blasters I found this month were actually in really good condition. But yeah, like I said, Jill was actually the one that scored these, along with quite a few other blasters in here. And we actually left some because I just couldn't afford to spend $5 on every single blaster that was there. And they were all stored air blasters. It was really insane. Like, there was literally, I think, 7 or 8 AirTech 3000s. And I actually told her not to get any of those because I have so many. And they were $5 a piece. But then I went back the next day and grabbed one, which is right here. So I did go ahead and grab one of those, but I literally took a picture the next day, and there were still like 7 of them there. So I don't even know how many were there when she was there. Probably at least that many, if not more. And that's just crazy. Like, somebody got rid of like their whole collection and had a lot of back pressure tank blasters. It's just kind of cool, actually, how many this person had in their collection. Then just decided to give them all away to Goodwill. But I'll say thank you. A little disappointed that they were all marked at $5 for the most part, but they were all in really good condition, so that's definitely okay, I guess. So pretty cool find there with the AirTech 3000 and the three Hulk Hornets. Awesome, awesome finds. Alright, this next blaster I didn't even really know existed, but it is a laser tag blaster that shoots a rocket of some sort. Unfortunately, the rocket was not there, but this was definitely a pretty cool find. I can't remember, it wasn't that expensive. I think it was, the tag must have fell off of it. I think it was $3, so not too terrible. Oh, there it is. The tag's right there. Yep, $3. But you pump it up. And then you pull this, which is really cool. I love this firing trigger here. And it releases the air. So that's really cool that they integrated an actual air blaster with a rocket into a laser tag blaster. That's pretty cool. I don't know the name of this one, but definitely a cool find. And definitely looks awesome. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this, but definitely a cool blaster to add to the collection. That's for sure. Moving away from the stored air blasters for a second, found a Hellfire in actually very, very good shape, except it has some cat hair on it now, but that's that goes along with the territory in my house. Nevertheless, looks brand new. I mean, I don't usually pick these up anymore. This one was $5. So for that price, it had to be in immaculate condition for me to pick it up, and it still works just fine. So really, really cool find, and it has all of its parts and everything. So even came with all 4 6-clip mags, which I really don't need any more of those, but just very interesting that it came with everything. So pretty cool find there. Oh, I actually grabbed this one. It was, I think, $1, or maybe it was even 50 cents. I don't remember, but it's got a really good spring in there, and the barreling material can be useful for different sorts of applications. So just went ahead and grabbed it. I think it was 50 cents, so I realized, like, well, I guess I got to get it, you know. That was an Exploder's blaster, if you weren't familiar. All right, so the next blaster is a Retaliator. It was $3, I guess. I'm not sure if Jill picked it. I think Jill might have picked this one up, but it's a neat blaster. I like the version with all the paint on it in the blue, which is cool. Nerf doesn't tend to do blasters. They stopped painting their blue Retaliator towards the end, and then they just don't paint anything anymore. So these blasters that are painted are getting very rare. It's in decent shape, not great shape, but it was $3, so not too terrible. Missing all of its parts, unfortunately, but definitely a good blaster to throw into the loaner bin at the Nerf club or something like that. So cool find. Next find is the Raider stock, which is a fan favorite among a lot of Nerfers. Definitely a cool find, and this one was only $1, so I'm definitely picking that up. Now this was a pretty cool find. This is the Busby Mega Missile, I think. Yeah, Mega Missile, that's correct. Unfortunately, I don't think it's working. It doesn't seem to hold air. There was actually 2 of these there, and Jill picked up one because she wasn't sure if it worked, and I couldn't really tell through text message. But nevertheless, it does seem to be broken, but hopefully it's fixable. And, you know, it definitely is a cool blaster to find. I've never seen one of these in person before either. So pretty cool little blaster. Very, very small. Also a very small blaster is the Secret Shot, which is always a cool find. I love these little things. I wish they made these still, but definitely works still. Pretty cool little blaster. It can go on your keychain. Neat find. Oh, this was only $1. Found a immaculate Strife, and actually Jill found this. This was $5. It's in perfect condition. I mean, looks like it just came out of the box. Very, very little paint wear on the white, which is pretty hard to find. Very, very nice, and still works just fine. This is a pretty awesome find, and Jill has a pretty awesome story to go along with finding this blaster, and I'll probably put that in a separate episode at some point just to have her talk about her Nerf thrifting story. But definitely a great, great find. The blue Strife is definitely my favorite, and this one's in perfect condition. So awesome find, Jill. Last but certainly not least, we have the Busby Big Blast, and this thing looks brand new, you guys. And besides some dust on it, it is pretty sweet. A lot of rocket launchers in this episode. These things can be modded to be absolute beasts. They are very difficult to find. They're pretty darn rare these days, and especially in this kind of condition. I mean, there's a little bit of paint wear, but very, very little. The thing looks almost brand new. So that was a pretty cool find. Also, this one I believe was also $5. Came with the Hulk blasters and a few of the other back pressure tank blasters that I've been showing. That person really loved his back pressure tanks, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad that he got rid of them, but a little sad too to see somebody that was that much into the hobby just get rid of his collection. But nevertheless, I guess his loss is my gain, and I'm glad that they found a good home. That's the most important thing. I wish I could have taken them all, but the price was a little high on some of them, considering I already had so many of them. But hopefully they went to other good homes, and you know, I don't need to have all the Nerf blasters in the world. But I'll definitely take a vintage, almost brand new Busby Big Blast any day. So pretty awesome find. That was all the finds actually for this month. I've definitely gotten a lot more selective. Things have been priced a little high a lot of times, so I probably would have bought a lot more stuff this month. But you know, that's okay. Like I said, I'm running out of room to store these things, so I definitely have to be a little more selective. And you know, it's nice to let other people have a shot at some things every now and then too, right? So I know this probably makes a lot of people jealous when I just show all this stuff, but I go thrifting a lot and don't find anything. I search a lot of different avenues to find the stuff I do, and you know, I really do look for good deals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate your viewership. Smash that like button. Please subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. And as always, peace out.